Join me, come sit in the chair, and we will begin. So here we are again, welcome. And we're moving into the holidays with a rush, it feels like. And so today we are going to bring a little attention to the new moon that's coming in the middle of the week. So we're going to do an abbreviated version of the moon salutation. And we're also doing a little extra work with hips and legs for strength and flexibility. So, of course, we have to begin with our check-in. With our check-in with the feet, the legs, the lower legs, the upper legs, the hips, the low back, the middle back, the upper back, the arms and hands, the eyes closed. Come home to your body. Come home to your own structure. Feel yourself settling. Feel yourself relaxing. Feel yourself checking in. Any tension, any tightness, we want to notice that. Notice any tension and tightness. Find the breath, feel the breath, come to the breath. So we check in, discovering any place we need to take care of on this day. Any place that's tight or stiff, take it easy, no force. We'll move through. So once more, just eyes closed, hands resting, fingers relaxing, finding the breath, feeling the breath, checking in. Checking in. Tension and tightness. So bring attention to hands and fingers. So what we feel here is quiet. There's quiet in the hands and fingers. And we're going to wake up the hands and fingers and then the whole body with movement. So just check in with this feeling tone. And then we'll come back to it and see the difference as we lift, open, and stretch those fingers wide. Then pull down and feel knuckles resisting. And release and move, thumbs up, fingers down, moving the joints of the hand. Then we pause, thumb in, fingers wrap. It's a power squeeze here and release, stretch, web. Pull down, claw, feel it over the knuckles, feel the tight ones, and release, movement, quack, 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 beak, paw, thumb in, fingers wrap, power squeeze, release, stretch, web. Pull down, claw. Every muscle, ligament, tendon, bone, everything is moving as we move through our series of web, claw, beak, and paw, thumb, fingers wrap, squeeze. This final one, do on your own. Do it on your own at your own pace. And then bring the hands to rest and see what you feel after the movement. What's going on with the breath? Find the breath. Feel the breath. What's going on with sensation in the hands and fingers? That's simply from movement. That energy in the body. Now we bring energy to the shoulders. Ready, up, back, and down. It's an automatic inhale on the shrug up and an exhale back and down. That's it. Your own pace. Bringing movement into muscles, ligaments, tendons, joints, everything designed to move up, back, and down. Now let's alternate sides, up, back, and down. Slow it down. I hear some crackling on my left side today. That's okay. As long as it doesn't hurt, it's just air pockets, no worries. Up, back, and down. Pause. Press hands down. Feel a bit of stretch from the neck out to the shoulders. And now shrug the shoulders up. And that same area, what we've got here is contract. We feel the stretch much more deeply. Again, press down, press hands down, feel stretch. Release, shrug the shoulders up. There is contract. Final time, press down, feel stretch from the neck out to the shoulders on each side and soften. And take a breath. Take a breath. So again, checking in with energy now in the shoulders and the neck. We move up the line for our 3-part series, yes, no, maybe so, moving the neck in every way that it can go. We say, inhale on the lift, stretch up. Exhale, tuck, and feel the back stretch down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, tucking. Your own pace. Where it feels good, stay longer. Picture the vertebra opening in the front, contracting in the back. And then when we tuck, the back is in stretch, the front is in contract, like that. Repeating. Keeping the movement flexible and fluid. So that was just the bones that I was talking about, the vertebra. We're also talking about the muscle, the front and the back. We're finishing this series with the chin tucked, hands pressed, pause, feel it, release the hands, bring the chin back up, take a breath. That was the yes. Here comes the no. It's a twist. It's an exhale side and an inhale back to center. Other side, exhale, inhale back, and repeat with the breath. Picturing the vertebra in the spine, twisting, twisting, twisting. So this is hydrating the discs that separate each vertebra. They have no hydration other than movement. And so we feel the little massage for the disc between the vertebrae, keeping them plump. They are cushions. And we are saying no and no and no and no. Slow it down. No and no, as slow as you can go, finishing no and no, and come back to center. Close eyes for a moment, check in with breath, sensation as we come to our final for the neck, the side stretch. We call this one the maybe so. We say ear to the shoulder, top side is in stretch, feel it, and then come back. Other side, ear to the shoulder, top side is in stretch, feel it, and come back. We call this maybe so, maybe so, maybe so, maybe so. Side stretch, side stretch, side stretch. Stay. So the top side is all in stretch. This bottom side is in contract, but it's a very gentle feeling. We don't even notice it. We feel the stretch, much stronger feeling, and back. Check out the other side. The bottom side is in contract. The top side is in stretch. Which one do you feel more? I feel the top. Come back. Come back to center. Close eyes. Check in. Check in with breath pace. Check in with sensation in the neck. Check in. Find the breath. Feel the breath. Now we'll release and bring up the arms, elbows wide. We call this cactus arms. We call this goalpost arms. And so we're going to move the muscles, the bones. Inhale, hands overhead. So this top side is in contract and the bottom of the shoulder blades in stretch. When we pull the elbows down, the opposite is true. The top side moves to stretch. The bottom side is in contract. Inhale, up. Exhale, pull down. Feel it. Inhale, up. Exhale, pull down. Feel it. Inhale, up. Exhale, pull down. Feel it. Inhale, up. Pause here. Come down the spine. Feel the shoulder blades pull away from the center. It's a gentle feeling. But when you pull down, the shoulder blades hug into center. It's a stronger feeling. When the hands are overhead, the contract here, we hardly notice it. But when we pull the elbows down, that stretch is a powerful stretch. Come back to neutral. Take a breath. Now we're closing. So we're bringing the fingers to touch and the elbows to press. The back is in stretch. When we open, the back moves to contract. It's an exhale, fingers touch, elbows press. Inhale, the back contracts. Exhale, fingers touch, elbows press, pause, feel it, and inhale, open. Take a breath. Once more. On the exhale, fingers touch, elbows press, pause, feel it. Inhale, open, feel the contract along the spine. Now stay with the spine. Fingers touch, elbows press, feel stretch. Open, feel contract. Close, feel stretch, pause, feel it. Open, feel contract, pause, feel it. So we'll do one more. Fingers touch, elbows press, pause, close, feel it, open. And now bring the fingertips to touch. Think of the tips of the elbows as drawing circles with the tips of the elbows. Little circles, middle circles, giant circles. It's all good stuff. It's all movement, muscle, ligament, tendon, bone, everything designed to move. And we're moving it. Pause back to center. Go the other way. Baby circles, middle circles, giant circles, and everything in between. Everything in between. What feels comfortable for you? What you feel like playing with, just do it. Pause back to center. And let's close once more and feel stretch in the back. Release. Bring the hands to touch. Bring the hands down as you bring the elbows wide and stay here. On the exhale, press the hands. On the inhale, release. Exhale, press the hands. Inhale, release. Exhale, press the hands. Press, 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 press. Inhale, release. Pause here. Now we'll rotate. Fingers in. Feel it in the shoulders and the arms. Fingers up. Feel it. Fingers out. Feel it. Inhale, up. Exhale, in. Inhale, up. Exhale, out. Linking movement and breath. Rotating. Range of motion wrists. Working in the elbows. Working with the shoulders. Working the whole range. And when you're back up to the center, press as hard as you can press. Press, 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 press. Release. Hands to rest. Eyes closed. Check in with your breath. Check in with your breath. So the breath always responds to whatever the demand for energy is. So the breath is a little heavier right now. And that breath is coming back to its resting place. Coming back to resting place. Feel the breath settling and quieting and getting more shallow and softer. Final breath here. Now we're going to bring the stretch through the whole length of the spine from the base of the skull to the tailbone. We start with the hands to rest. We tuck the chin and feel the neck move into stretch. We slide the hands over the knees and feel the stretch move through the ribs and down the line, down the spine, all the way down as far as it will go. Feel it. Pause, feel it. Next, inhale, hands back to rest. Now, lift rib, lift chin. The whole front is in stretch, the whole back is in contract, and we tuck the chin again and slide. Hands over and down. Keep on going at your own pace. Stay wherever it feels good to stay. Pay attention to what your body is telling you. If your body feels good, it's saying, yes, do more of this. Your body is telling you, yes, if it feels good. If it feels good, do more. Feeling the delicious lengthening and stretching. The front of the spine, the back of the spine. So a few more on your own. End with a forward bend piece. Next time you're there, let the hands slide over and down and stay. Stay and see where you feel the concentration of the sensation. I feel it more in my right side of my low back. But see what's true for you. And we will come back to sit. Now we move the work into the core. So this is the one where we bring one foot over the other. And then we bring up the arms. So we're coming back slowly. Exhale, coming back slowly. Inhale, returning. This is a contraction of the core, both ways. Eccentric contraction coming back, pause, feel it. Concentric contraction coming up. Continue. Working core. So we read all the time how important it is to have a strong core, and this is what's making it strong. Next time back, stay and open, close. You can lift the feet an inch if you like. Brings in more work. Come back up on the inhale breath and release and change it out. Other foot on top. Hands come up. Swing to one side. Exhale back and inhale, return. And repeat. Slow as you can go. Next time you're back, come to a rest and walk the hands up and down, up and down, up and down. This is an isometric contraction this day. Let's pause. Inhale back up. Swing it around other side. And it's the same. Exhale back and inhale, return. Next time back, we'll stay and again walk the hands, walk the hands, walk the hands, walk the hands. Hands come to a rest. Inhale back up, back to the center. Release, release, and release. Open, resting place. Stretch. Feel the breath. Breath free. Breath catching up, because that was hard work. Hard work for the core muscles, but really important. Really important to keep that capacity. It's about posture. It's about spinal alignment. So these are important things, because out of the spine comes every nerve in the body. And we want the spine to be correctly aligned. That's the way we keep strength, endurance, resilience, so we can do the things we love to do. Just quoting my teacher, Gary, yoga is not about yoga. It's about you doing the things you love to do, keeping that capacity. And now come back up and bring both hands onto one. Aim, nose, lean in. Lean in and feel this powerful stretch down the side of the back. That's all. Just hang out and feel it. You don't have to do a thing. So the muscle lengthens and yields and stretches, and it feels so good because it's tight. It has a big job to do every day, all day long. It works. And so here's its stretch. Final breath. Come back up to the center and swap it out. Hand in hand, aiming nose, leaning in. Final breath, press back up, come back to center. One hand to each. Circle forward, side and back. Lubricating hip sockets. See where you feel it. So you don't necessarily feel it in the hip sockets, but you can feel the movement there. And that's what we're looking for, the movement. Because the movement lubricates. The lubrication feeds the cartilage. The cartilage cushions the bone. So we hear often the phrase bone on bone. That's when the cartilage is worn away. So as much as we can do to keep that cartilage resilient, we got to do it. Movement is one of the keys. Next time forward, pause here, have a breath, and then go the other way. slow as you want to go. Next, time center. Pause here. Take a breath. Check in. Sensation, reaction, and breath pace. Come back up. Bring the legs back in and sit back. Sit back and take a breath. Moving into legs and hips. So we're seated with the hands resting, one high, one low. This is about leg strength here by contracting and releasing. You know how this one will go. It says inhale, lift, exhale, extend, lift again, let it go. Inhale, lift, exhale, extend. Inhale up, let it go. And continue at your own pace. You know you can kick high or low. You can kick fast or slow. It's all good. Finishing here. Come to a rest. Check in with the breath. Now the stay. Either one you want to start with, lift and extend, point and flex. Circle around. Circle both ways. Flex again. Heel stretches away, toes toward the face. Feel it in the ankle, heel, calf, and all the way up in the leg, and let it down. And take a breath. Other side stay. Lift, extend, point and flex. Circle around. Both ways. Flex again. Feel it heel, ankle, calf to the knee. Feel it up the front of the shin. Feel it in the top of the leg and let it down. Take a breath. So now a bit of work for stretch. One foot over the other. Hands slide over the knee and down and stay. Just see where you feel it. Feeling the stretch. And now we deepen the stretch by bringing that leg up higher, as high as it will comfortably go, and lean in. So it's different for each. It may be below the knee or above. Just do what works for you. Enjoying the density of the stretch. Low back and hip. Come to a rest now. With this leg here, pulse, 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 pulse. Again, working hip socket, lubricating from the inside. And we'll come to a rest and bring it back down, cross the other way. Begin again, slide the hands over and down. Stay and feel the stretch. Deepen, drawing the leg up as high as it will comfortably come and leaning in. So whether the knee comes high or lower, it's just a matter of your own structure that you've inherited. No worries. You get the stretch no matter whether the knee is high, like so, or low. Final breath. Now we're going to pulse. Again, this is lubricating hip socket, nourishing cartilage, cushioning bone. All good work from the inside. And pause and bring it to rest. Take a breath. We're preparing to stand. And so we say strong foot back. If you don't know which it is, your body does know. So trust your body and just say, okay, strong foot back. And then we say lean over, nose over toes. That's so these power muscles can do the lifting. Up and stand. Bring the chair out of your way. And come to your standing, lean back, soft knees, fold halfway. Your own pace. See how it feels in the back. This is for the spine. Take your time with it. Make it work for you. You can tell what feels good. This is your, as I always say, this is your first aid kit for the back. And we'll finish with a forward bend piece. Pause and feel the breath. Feel whatever's going on with you. Now release and come up to stand. Prepare for spinal twist. So the feet are hip width apart. The knees are unlocked. So lock them, unlock them. Feel the difference. Keep them unlocked. So bring up the arms, front, back, or alongside. I like back and front better than alongside, but you do what works for you. So side, side. This is about the shoulders. Keep the knees soft. Feel the shoulders rotate. This is working every vertebra in the spine. Bringing in twist. Stretching muscle, ligament, tendon, everything moving. Let it slow down. Come back to rest. Let it come back to stillness and release. Check in with your mountain, with your toes relaxed and your knees unlocked. With the tailbone tuck for some. For all, extension through the crown, shoulders up, back, and down. Feel solid and steady. Feel strong and still. Feel the energy in your body and feel the breath. Feel the breath settling. So we move from here to leg stretch. So release and find the seat of your chair and bring your hands there and soften the knees and fold down and leg stretch. It's time for stretching these power muscles in the back of the leg. They work every step you take. They always love stretch. So there's just a little rule of thumb that goes with the muscle. The stronger it is, the tighter it is. The weaker it is, the looser it is. So for all of us, we want to come to middle ground. If that muscle is tight, we want to stretch it. If it's loose, we want to strengthen it. Pause here. Now, bring hips back and down, back and down, back and down. Fingers touch or lift away. Power and strength, legs and hips. This is important. And we return to the stretch. Return to the stretch, but do notice the pace of the breath, reflecting that work. Breath gets heavier to deliver energy. Stretching and stretching feels so good. So the first time we dropped into that posture called chair, Utkatasana, we stayed. Now we're going to repeat. So bring the hands to the seat of the chair, and we're going to go exhale, down, 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 down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down, 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 down. Inhale, up. Do it again. Come down slowly and come back up. Come down slowly and come back up. Final time. Down slowly and back up. Now once more, stretch. Breath free. Recovering. Stretching legs. Feeling it. Stay here. Feel the pace of the breath. Feel the leg stretch and the power muscle, the hamstring group. Feel the breath settling. Final breaths here. Okay, let's release. Come up to stand, bring the legs wide. We're coming to the side stretch. Legs are wide, knees are soft. So feel lock, unlock. Feel lock, unlock. Keep unlocked. Bring up the arms, tip to one side. Bend the elbows, slide it up and over. Feel that rib stretch and come back up. Now this hand behind the head, knees are soft, elbow up and elbow back and stay breath free. Final breath, release and come back up. Take a breath. Headed for the other side. Make sure the knees are unlocked. Bring up the arm, elbow bend, slide the hand down the line as you slide the elbow up and over and feel that rib stretch and come back. Take a breath, bring the hand behind the head, tip the elbow up and back, slide the hand down the line, stay breath free. Final breath here, release, come back up and release and release and the balance challenge. This one is 1 foot in front of the other. Eyes locked. Hold focus. Teaching the body how to stabilize itself through the wobbles. Those are all corrections. The wobbles are the corrections. And we'll change sides. Release the arms. Change out feet. Other one behind. See if your best side was the first one. Mine always is. Body always picks its best side first. Wobbles are the corrections. So feel the corrections as you feel it in the hips and the legs, as you feel it in the feet and the ankles. Final breath and release and release. So now we'll be using the back of the chair. And this is what I spoke of in the opening about the moon salutation. So we're going to work on that theme. So we'll start with just have the hands touching the back of the chair and one hand touch. Bring the outside arm up and over and feel the side stretch and come back, hand to rest. Other arm up and over, feel the side stretch and back, hand to rest. Now legs wider. Legs wide, point the toes out. So that was called willow, side stretch willow. This one's called star. Lift up an arm. If you're comfortable with it, lift up the other arm or just stay with one arm lifted. Star. Picture the line of the star. You can change it out. Star. Or have both. Star. Bring the hands back to rest. Now we're going to bend the knees and drop the hips back and down. This one's called goddess. Bring up one arm, goalpost arm. And bring it back down. Bring up the other arm, goalpost arm. And bring it back down. Straighten up the legs. Bring feet back in. 1 foot forward under the chair, the other foot back. So now we're going to bring the outside arm to rest at the back. Bring the other arm across and look up. This is variation on the posture called Utthita Trikonasana, the triangle. Okay, release the head, release the arm, come back to center, and now with a soft knee, just fold over. Final breath here. Come back up. We're changing legs. We're bringing the front foot back. Bring the back foot up. Widening the base. Okay. Hand on the chair, other hand behind. Turn the shoulder and look up. Again, Utthita Trikonasana triangle. Release the head. Release the back arm. Hands to the chair. Fold over, soft knee. Straighten it as you like. So this is variations on the theme of the moon salutation, honoring the new moon on Tuesday. Come back up. Bring the legs back. Once more, come wide. Once more to goddess. Or you can keep one hand touching. Come back up to star. And if you can keep one hand touching or both. Back to star. Hands to touch. Bring the feet back in. Side stretch, willow. And return. Side stretch, willow. And return. Palms together. Chandra Namaskar. So salute to the baby new moon. Come to a rest. Now let's have a resting place. Step back, fold, relax. Keep the knees soft. Leave the breath free. Final breath here. Step back up. Our leg work begins. So this is the one where we're strengthening here, here, and here. And we do this by inhale, lift, exhale, bend, inhale, straighten, exhale, down. Inhale, lift, exhale, bend, inhale, straighten, exhale, down. Take a breath. And we begin again. We're alternating sides. So just go at your own pace. So when we bend, we're contracting and releasing. When we lift, we're contracting. So we're contract, stretch, release. Contract, stretch, release. Come up and stay, point and flex. Circle the foot around, point and flex, and bring it down. Other side, same. Lift and stay, point and flex. Circle around, circle other way, point and flex, and bring it down. And once more, step back, relax. Breath free. So I always start with my knees soft because I never know how tight these muscles are going to be, but I'm stretching them, discovering, taking care. And remember, a tight muscle needs stretch, a weak muscle needs work. So we're all looking to come into that middle zone, that balance between strength and flexibility. Final breath here. And we'll come back up to stand and add in our other balance challenge, which is stand on one foot, lift the other, holding focus. And changing sides. Holding focus. And release, and release, and it is time to sit down. Go ahead and sit down. sit to the side of the chair. So we've done a lot of work to strengthen here. Now we need to bring a bit of stretch. So I'm seated to the side. I'm leaning down and pulling that foot back and that knee back and stay and feel this intense stretch. Final breath, release. And hand to the back, turn the shoulders. And release and release and walk your way around. Walk your way around. Once more, we're going to slide the hand down the line and capture the ankle and bring the foot back so we can get a stretch in the thigh. Final breath, release and bring it back. Bring both hands to the back of the chair and the twist, and the twist, and the twist all the way up the spine. And we'll release the head, release, come back forward, come back to a seated place, hands to rest, fold in. So we begin our series to strengthen the back by letting the hands down. And you know how this one goes. We press the hands up, press the palms up, peel the ribs up, and exhale down. It's an inhale, press up, peel up. Feel it along the spine and exhale down. Inhale, press up, peel up. Exhale down. We're continuing at your own pace. Press up, peel up. Release down. Press up, peel up. Release down. Press up, peel up. Contracting the muscles of the back. Release down. Press up, peel up, stay. Bring one arm forward and stretch, 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 stretch. Down, down, and take a breath. Press up, peel up. Bring the other arm forward, stay, 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 and down. Down, hands to the thighs. Breath free. Discover. Discover. How much work was that? The breath reflects it. Yes, the breath tells you if that was work or not. If it wasn't work, the breath is back at rest, but mine's working harder. That's the good news. Taking charge of our aging process. Final breath here. Sit back up. Sit back in the chair. Prepare. Prepare for eye movements. So get the legs and the hips comfortable. Feet resting. Hands resting. Eyes closed. Find the breath. Feel the breath. So we begin to work the tiny muscles of the eyes by opening the eyes at the 12 and go around the clock to the 1, the 2, the 3, down to the 6, up for the 9, back to the top where we close, center, and relax. Have a breath. Open at 12 and go the other way, down to the 9 and to the 6 and up for the 3 and back to the top. Close, center, and relax. Have a breath. Our next is a diagonal line of movement for the eye muscles. So we open and bring the eyes from the 10 over to the 4 and back and forth again. Feel it in the eyes. Okay, pause, close, center, take a breath. What is the other diagonal line? It's from the 2 to the 8, a few. And again, we'll pause, close, center, and relax the eyes. Our final eye movement is called focal point. So we adjust the focal point. We bring up the arm and bring up the thumb. And we bring our focal point to look at the tip of the nose. Feel it in the eyes. Now, glare at the tip of the thumb. Feel it in the eyes. Now, far away. And back to the thumb and back to the nose and back to the thumb and far away. And we'll finish, do it again. And then release, close the eyes, release the arm, release the hand. Get comfortable with the legs and the hips and the back. Bring palms together. Rub palms. Build up heat in the palms. Build up heat in the palms. And when you've got it, you got a warm spot there, cup the palms over the eyes. Just relax deep, deep, deep inside the eyes. Warm, dark, soft. Final breath here. Bring the fingertips to the bridge of the nose and stroke out to the temples. Feather-light touch. Cross the lids. Cross the brow. Across the cheekbone to the temples. Next time there, pause at the temples. Pause there. Draw the fingertips from the temples to the jawline. From the jawline to the chin. Then release the hands into the lap with the palms open, the eyes closed. Again, if you need to settle more comfortably in the chair, find the breath, feel the breath. Find the breath and feel the breath. And on the next exhale breath, on the exhale, bring the fingers gently in. Stay as you inhale the breath. And on the exhale, let the fingers open. On the inhale, stay. Exhale, closing gently. Staying on the inhale. And on the exhale, open. Inhale, stay. Close on the exhale. Inhale, stay. Open on the exhale, release movement, stay in stillness. Final breath here, release, lift, and open wide. Cross, pat yourself on the back for taking care for another day, and thank you, and see you next time.